the fuck? It's Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, you read it right. It's fucking Christmas, the annual Christmas special here that we do on the channel. If you haven't been here before, essentially what we do is I just, like I said, it's Christmas. I go over what I got myself for throughout like the month or two, whatever. Go over like kind of the channel for the year, what's to come. And it's just a good time. It's just kind of like I make these videos to look back on, remember what I got and whatnot, and where I was at that point in time. Now, of course, with these, I kind of did it starting, I think, last year, the year before, whatever, but I'm going to go over what I got for me, which is all this little shit right here. So, of course, you can probably see it. I got some fucking Jordans. They were on sale, I shit you not, for like 50 bucks. Do I use orange? No. Honestly, I don't. But for $50 to get ones, why not? I ain't bought a shoe in a minute. Of course, you can see we have quite the amiibo galore. So let me start off. I went to GameStop. It was like the beginning of the month, or like maybe late November. And somebody had traded in like a shit ton of amiibo. Two of which I just had to get. The first one was Chibi Robo. I thought this was like way rarer than it actually is. I paid like $3 over. I don't fucking care. I really wanted this amiibo though, even if I wasn't a big fan of the game. I fuck with Chibi Robo like as a character. I think he's super cute. But then, this one was fucking massive. The Splatoon 2 Inkling Girl. I have been looking for this amiibo for so long. I was just honestly ready to bite the bullet and pay like 35 bucks to get it new on Amazon, I think it was. Paid $7 at GameStop for this, so I don't know. And I opened my amiibo anyways, or most of them, so that was pretty fucking neat. But that's not all the amiibo here, as I also completed the Street Fighter line. I got Luke and Jamie. I have Kimberly. You can see my camera will focus back there. Yeah, I paid $7 for these. They're on like super sale because nobody wants them, but I wanted them, so I went ahead and I bought them. So this gift, I technically didn't go and get it, but I had a little delivery. Nintendo New York. If you guys maybe remember me mentioning it in a video, whatever, prior. That's really fucking annoying. Let me focus my camera. I think we're all right now. Sorry about that. But anyways, like I was saying, I had a friend who went to New York on a little trip, and I just told him, hey, would you mind stopping here for me? If they have some certain shirts, I'll pay you. It came with this dope ass bag. I might use that for my little gym bag. If you guys couldn't tell, I'd be going to the gym now. But yeah, no, so I got two little shirts here. I got a Nintendo New York. This is what I wanted when I went to the San Francisco store in August, September, I think, whatever one it was. But they didn't have it. They had the hoodie though, but I wanted the actual shirt, so that was pretty neat. And then he showed me this one, and I was like, that's so fucking tough. I had to have it too. A black Nintendo New York one. So I got two little shirts in a nice bag. If my friend Tate happens to be watching this, much appreciated, dog. Thank you. But then the last gift that I got for me, holy shit. Again, as I mentioned, you can tell I've been working out. Wait, no, sorry, I lied. I have two more. I got me some pink. Sorry, don't look at my ass. I got me some pink Nike sweats. I do have the hoodie to match, but yeah, I really wanted these. I love this color. Again, my fucking nice ass and whatnot. Of course, the abs, at least stay on there, of course. I got a fucking massage gun. Finally, I got my discount on it. Yeah, I really wanted one of these for a long time. It was kind of like a luxury little impulse purchase, but probably my favorite purchase of these little holiday videos. Fucking tough, 10 out of 10. But of course, now we get to the actual Christmas haul. What did I receive for Christmas? Again, this ain't no way to like flex or, nothing like that. Again, it's just for me to kind of look back on throughout the year, but, and like memories and whatnot. But, yeah, actually, my first gift here came from my cousin. She made little, she does like these sock puppet monkeys, I think that's what they're called. And mine's little Hershey's Kisses. It'll either go where the Chikorita and the blue Pikmin are right there, or I got a little shelf up here. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, I think I mentioned this also a few times. My cousin does my tattoos, of course. Wait, how am I doing this? Of course. Again, we go to the fucking gym, right? But now, we'll start with the little stocking stuffers here. Just usual candies, Kit Kats. The thing is, dude, is like, I got like these pregnant woman craving for chocolate. Hershey's Kisses. Kit Kats, Hershey's Kisses. Of course, per usual, my gum. This is the only gum that I ever use. 10 out of 10. My Andes Little Mints, I love very dearly. I've been on like, I just needed chocolate, I don't know. But also, this was kind of a little surprise here. A fucking manicure kit. I do take care of myself, hygienically. And this comes with like little scissors and, you know, fucking cuticle pushers, which I do actually need. All kinds of good shit, so pretty tough. But now we get into the real good stuff, the fucking actual gifts here. And starting off, my mom kind of got this as a half a joke and half being serious. A desktop punching bag, she says, so that way I don't hit my desk anymore. But of course, you know, a few of these videos I've had, you know, little games here and there, whatever. This year, we're back on that game kick. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. This is my first Metroid game ever. I have Dread. I own like a couple other, you know, Metroid games, but my first time actually playing one will be this game. I'm pretty excited. Of course, I've heard all the mixed things about it, but I want to see it for myself. And then me and my sister, we do gifts for each other. I had every intention of posting what like I got for my parents and like my family and whatnot. I forgot to do that, and like I had a couple things coming a little later. So off the dome, because I do get my family the gifts too. I got my sister like an ear gauging kit, a little like New York ladder bookshelf. I got my dad an Optimus Prime little figure, some short spandex, and a Detroit Lions jersey. I got him Jared Goff. He's not a Panthers fan, unfortunately. And then my mom, I got her some pink sweat, the same ones I'm wearing right now, and a little like bluey crochet thing, puppet, I don't know what you call it, but it's cool. But yeah, so my sister got me 2 gifts. The first one, I think this is way fucking neat, actually. She got me, the Ask Awada book. I have been wanting, this has been in my list, Amazon list, for like fucking 4 or 5 years, and I just never ended up buying it. It's always been on sale. So I'm very excited to read this now, finally, actually. And it's the hardcover, too, because I don't do my books soft. I'm not a bitch. But that wasn't all that she got me. She also got me the fucking pink roses. Wow. Yeah, I love pink, if you couldn't tell. So, yeah, I have the red ones already. They're right there. I have the pink ones now. I think I'm gonna put them, like, right there. It's awesome. I'm excited. Thank you, sister. Okay, all of this, I have no fucking idea how I'm gonna show it, so let's just kind of do it. It was amiibo galore. That was the theme of my Christmas. I basically asked for all the amiibos I didn't have. So, I got Donkey Kong and Pauline. I've been, like, I see this all the fucking time at the store, so now I finally have it, which is awesome. I've got matching the Waddle Dee in the background. I got the Kirby, which I'm very excited to have. I really wanted these amiibo, even though they're like a fucking house mortgage to buy. I got all 3 of the Metroid Prime 4 amiibos, so I got the Samus, looking pretty badass. I got Sylix. Can't lie, I have no idea who this is, but I'm sure I will learn about him in Metroid Prime 4. And the coolest one of the Metroid ones, in my opinion anyways, Samus on the fucking bike. Really, really badass. The thing is, I don't have any shelf space. I will show you in a second, but my plan is to just kind of hang them up on my wall until I get one of them shelves. But that was not all the amiibos, actually, if you can believe it. The ones that I wanted the most, I finally had. For a little amiibo, like quick lore, I've gone for all the Smash Bros. Ones. I have all those. I've had them for a while. And all the Splatoon ones, absolutely. I had every single one except for the Inkling Girl, the Splatoon 2, and the fucking Octoling 3-pack. I finally have it. Okay, I got no idea. You can see me right there in the mirror. So that's my little shelf. I have all the Smash Bros. Ones again, super clean, nice acrylic. Those 3 slots, are holding. That'll be for the Octoling amiibo, and then that one little slot there, I just took out the Inkling Girl. And then you can see I have some amiibo in boxes there. My plan is I'm going to take all the vinyls. I was a Drake stan at one point, you know, I'm sorry. And then I'm just going to kind of move them to the other wall, and then I'm going to keep plastering the amiibo up. I think that'd look pretty tough. But that's my plan right now. But we do actually have one more present. Yeah, I have one more gift here. And this is this year's big gift here. Very fucking excited. I got a new keyboard, so my nasty, stinky, shitty one right now, well, it's not shitty, but it's definitely nasty. No longer, I have a mechanical, nice little Black Widow V4. Very fucking excited, and it looks very easy to clean too, which is a big plus. So yeah, very stoked about that. It's still in the box. I'm gonna set it up, of course. But yeah, so that was the Christmas special little haul here. Getting into kind of just like channel video things. I thought we had a pretty good year, all things considered. Did a lot of cool things. The coolest, arguably, if you guys did not know, I do a wrestling podcast now. My friend Matt over at FTI Studios. We just talk wrestling every week, so if that's something you're interested in, whether you want to just see more of me, you like his videos, like, you know, everything FTI does, you like some wrestling, or you just want to learn, it's there, link in the description. Pretty badass. And then actual videos as well. We had the Bayonetta 3 video at the beginning of the year. That was my favorite. That's my favorite video I've ever made. That thing was a fucking 10 out of 10. Perfect. Wouldn't change a thing. And, you know, we had a couple other good ones. The Scarlet and Violet one did really well. The Silent Hill F video did well. You know, all sorts of things. We didn't have, like, a crazy game ranking 2024 one. But, you know what? That's okay. That's kind of unrealistic expectations. But, yeah, no. Overall, pretty good year. But what is to come in the future? That is the question. So, in the future, I'm going to kick off January with the Splatoon 2 retrospective. I wanted to make that one for a minute. So January, Splatoon 2 video. February, I want to make a Wii U video, which is like, I know everyone and their fucking mom has done it, but the whole point is that I want to make it unique. So how am I going to make it unique? I guess you'll have to see. But no, that'll be February, and then March, I will have the Bayonetta Origins, I promise. It'll come. But yeah, no, that's kind of where my head's at. But also, I want to kind of do a little bit more. Obviously, again, I run the podcast every week with Matt, but I also just kind of want to have like a video maybe where like another video a month where I just kind of just talk about some random bullshit, like be it you know, my Switch game collection, or like I want to do even just like a big news video, or kind of like where do I see Nintendo at right now, or some random bullshit, or like a topic that like I wouldn't make an essay on, you know what I mean? I think that'd be way neat. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know. Of course, if not, also let me know. None of this changes like the videos that I make now. If anything, you're just kind of getting a little bit more content. So yeah, that's my plan. Maybe we'll see how that goes. But definitely, yeah, as far as like the essays go, those 3 are in line, and then we kind of just move from there. But anyways, that's all for me. This was a very long Christmas special, but a very good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.